Do this. One of the things someone said, I want to find out how our congregation can connect to First English. I'm going to do it a little different way. I made up some signs while I had the kids do it. I figured that after church we could all go down to the Highway 60, we'll hold signs up. And is anyone interested? No? Well, I think that has a lot to do with a little bit of Lutheran shyness. That's not really what our thing is. We don't go knock on doors, we don't cold call people. I'm not saying we keep to ourselves, but we're not out there. We're not going to go downtown and do this. We're not going to shake people's hands on the street and introduce ourselves. And we're okay with that because we have different ways that we do this. Now, how do we currently spread our message of First English? Well, we do a radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 9 where we broadcast an entire service, and we have a great response with that. People love that. We have friends. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to First English. You want to come along? Best advertising ever. Word of mouth. Bring a friend. Family? Well, that's kind of a given. We're going to bring our family along. We do have a beautiful outdoor sign over here by our parking lot and one in the corner. Well, we want to think about how we can reach out to other people in different ways. We could rent a billboard, the one down by Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've actually seen a church advertisement on there before. It's not really in our budget. We could do more signs around town. I know River Valley's got those old yard signs directing you where you're at. I haven't really talked about that, but that's not really our thing. TV ads? That's a lot of money. And maybe radio ads. Not so much. Well, what we do is we do have a digital outreach. And my part in that, like Pastor Mike said, is I get to sit down in the office and do some updating. What happened last year when we did our time and talents card, or fill out our card, one of the things was we want to update our website. And I signed up along with 6 other people, and we sat down, and over the course of about 6 months we decided how we wanted our website to look. And then we needed someone to update that every week, and I kind of fell into that. And we ended up with a Twitter page, and then another Twitter page, and then another Twitter page. It all worked out okay. Why? Why do I do that? Because I don't feel comfortable standing downtown with a sign like this. I'm more comfortable, I wouldn't say hiding behind a computer, but I feel better about what I'm able to do that. That takes my time and my talents and pushes it out that way. Now, I wrote down specifically, I don't feel comfortable climbing on a soapbox, delivering his message, but I can live out his message and mission through how we live our lives, both in person and online. And I'm taking the online part of it. You have to think about it. When you're on the internet, your outreach is global. Your message reaches everyone. Whether you be on Facebook, responding to a survey, chatting with a friend, your message reaches everyone. And anything that ever goes on the internet stays there forever. Please remember that. Why do we use social internet or social media and the internet? Because if we don't speak out, somebody else will. If we don't make a stand on what we stand for, someone else will. There'll be a message someone else will get. Because it's our mission. If you look at the top of our bulletin, we are invited. We are, I can't remember specifically. Of course, it's not on this one. We're invited, we're loved, and we're invited, called, and sent. Yes. We are sent to spread Jesus' message. This is one of the ways we do it. And because Jesus said so. It'll be interesting in tonight's gospel. Peter says, "You're the Messiah." And Jesus says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, keep it under your hat." Well, that's not what we're doing. We're spreading our message. And we want to spread our message of who First English is to us and to people who don't know us yet. We tell our message to provide up-to-date information. And you think, well, who follows us? Who beyond here in this room and tomorrow during church follows us? There's a Minnesota State Senator, not from our district, follows us. A fan club for a top 10 contemporary Christian music group follows us. A Christian music festival out in California follows us. A mentoring organization, a contemporary Christian music band, a songwriter, newspaper reporters, Christian magazines, a Christian magazine publisher. I have a church in Texas that follows us. Social media experts follow us. A web evangelist follows us. Youth leadership organizations follow us. A Christian internet music station follows us. Apparently we have something to say that people want to hear. Now, if you have a phone, first thing I'll say is, I asked everyone to bring their phone, and I was going to give you some tips and pointers on that. And you have a data plan, or you do texts, there's some information in your bulletin about what we do online. And there's some stuff on the back about ground rules. Now, if you've got kids or grandkids or parents or whatever else, I'd like to understand some ideas of what some good guidelines are for when you're on the internet. Post this next to it. And every time that someone goes online, be proud of what you put on there. Be proud of what your grandchildren would want to see on the internet. So what I'd like you to do is, if you're online, if you have a Facebook account, I don't care whether you do or not, they say 35% of people don't, and I'm okay with that. Follow the church. We have great updates. Follow us on Twitter if you have any idea if you know what that is. Send your email account, your email name and password, to the church. We want to build our list so we can send stuff to you that's important to you. Register on our website. Be a member. You get the church council meeting minutes on there. Otherwise, you've got to stop in at the office. And consider what you do online. You want to be a disciple for Jesus. Now, I'm normally in the office Monday mornings from 8 until noon. If anyone needs any help with any of this stuff, I'd be glad to help you out. I'm not going to help you post pictures of your cousin's birthday party on Facebook. But if you're interested in First English and how we connect, I'd be glad to help you out. Thank you.